Hey everybody! Welcome to the Captain Quail Vlogcast. This week we are theoretically talking about Captain Quail 64, but realistically we're talking about anything that pops in our heads. I am Philip, I am your host. I am here with Allison.
Hello.
Who's one of the co-creators of Captain Quail along with myself. Chris.
Hello.
Who is just an outstanding guy and a close friend of ours. And Mark.
Heidi ho.
Who is quickly assuming the role of our editor and videographer. All of the great work that you'll be seeing with these vlogcasts is mostly benefited by his amazing editing, and less from his color commentary.
Oh.
That's apt. That's apt. If you're gonna destroy my sense of wit during these, then yeah, at least you can bolster me in my editing.
Right, your editing is great. I think,
it's really hard to do this editing, though. It's just one straight video track and maybe, just adjust the levels on the audio track.
Shh. Stop peeling back the curtain.
Shoot, I gotta make it seem like I'm doing a lot of work for you guys.
There you go. Remember, you're trying to make yourself look good to the people who are looking at this.
And eventually when you do your public outreach videos,
Yeah, man, those are going to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the future we're going to try to have a theme around these, but I think I'm going to open it up with a question that I'm pretty sure Allison's prepped for. Favorite old school meme you have seen this week, or at least have thought about this week?
Alright, so you guys need a little bit of context for that, but I think this may have started out of just I don't know how it came up in conversation, but it was that Nicole had never seen Power Thirst. It was like, right. What are you guys talking about? And so, I thought I really liked Power Thirst. So I was like, oh yeah, I have to show you this video. Because, what's better than showing someone, a meme that they've never seen and that you thought was the most hilarious thing ever. But as soon as I start playing it, Phil starts, verbatim, every single word, talking along with it. And it's just wow, I thought I liked it. But, perspective, man.
So you're like that dude at concerts that's you'll let the band sing, but you're gonna sing with them.
I mean, when you like something that much, I think a large part of it is my freshman year of college is when Power Thirst 1 and Power Thirst 2 came out. So those spread through the dorms faster than a venereal disease, and everyone had seen them basically within my first month of being there. Before we move on to Mark's amusing meme that I'm sure he's going to talk about, Chris, is there anything you've seen? It can be a meme, can be something else in the past week that you have just been, either hilariously upset by or tragically moved by.
Well, the only one I can really remember right now, and Mark's going to have more work, is Dick in a Box.
However, because it relates to an internet phenomenon, as long as we're not saying anything else inappropriate, I think we can say the word. It's anatomy. We can say the word dick.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Dick away with this topic.
Okay. A penis in the box wouldn't really work, but
It doesn't have the same rhyming pattern. This is true. The other reason that we're talking about old memes this week is I had never seen, expert at Power Thirst though I am, I had never seen the Chuck Testa Nope ad.
Oh my god.
Has everybody else seen this?
Nope.
So there's
Chuck
there is this ad that I think was made in 2006 or a really long time ago.
No, much more recent than that.
Really?
Yeah. It's made by a production company that specializes in high quality local company commercials. And they do a few like that, and they all kind of have that same humor value. But Chuck Testa is by far the best and took off on the internet. So
to set the stage, one, you should definitely go look up the Chuck Testa Nope ad. But Chuck Testa is apparently an amazing taxidermist, if you believe his ad. And to be fair, his taxidermied animals look like they may once have been living. So that's a mark in his favor. But the video is just him, people asking, hey, is that a bear? Nope, Chuck Testa. Having made a bear.
I bet you thought that was Mountain Lion was alive. Nope. Chuck Testa.
Chris, have you seen this?
No.
Chuck Testa.
Nope.
Yeah. So after rewatching that recently, every time I respond to a question with nope, it's always immediately followed in my head with Chuck Testa. And once in a while, that pops out of my mouth, and so I find myself saying, nope, Chuck Testa to people. So
And so she said this one too many times, and finally I was like, Allison, what are you on about? And she showed me Chuck Testa, and my life was enriched. I don't think we got around to asking Mark what a
Enriched with uranium.
Well, enriched with lots of things. I don't think we got around to asking Mark about a meme he has seen or rediscovered this week that tickled his fancy. Anything come to mind?
No, I try to avoid a lot of memes and internet exploration for sake of my productivity just going down the drain. But something I always love to watch or like look up is like original Advice Dog, but that's like so bland.
Or like way old Advice Dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, but one of my friends recently.
not even Insanity Wolf, just regular old.
Yeah, that's classic. But recently, one of my friends has started getting obsessed with going to the gym and getting, as he puts it, swole.
Oh.
And so
man.
he
One of those
unwarranted will just send me tons of like gym memes, but they don't really have the right humor set up or punchline, and it's just all like gym things like cardiovascular workouts or the ability to lose gains kind of a thing, and it's just it misses.
Yeah, but that's so much better than what I thought you were going to say. Your friend was going to send you from the gym. So
Yeah. Oh no, he does send me the gym selfies. He's just like, dude, look at my sweet pecs. I think he may be flirting with me too.
Well, you know.
So over the weekend I went to a wedding, and because it was for a family member, there was some mild drama associated, and part of the drama came from the fact that where they were taking the wedding photos was different from where the actual venue was. It happens.
outrageous.
I know! I'm stunned! But we were running a little late, trying to get through intense traffic on a Friday afternoon, and so I started jokingly going, if we arrive late, we'll just selfie ourselves at the location and send them, and they can Photoshop us into the picture.
With or without pout, duck face.
Right, yeah. I think you should do
One
one
with,
with,
one
one
without.
without, yeah.
Gotta have variety.
My family didn't find that as amusing as I did.
Nuts.
I know. I'm assuming you guys... Did you see the Oscar selfie?
Yes.
The one where it's like every person that you can think of being famous in one selfie?
Yeah. My
I'm
favorite...
sorry, the only decent part of that was Kevin Spacey.
Well, my favorite version of that photo, I follow a blog on Tumblr called...
You follow a blog on Tumblr?
Chickens Photoshopped, and someone Photoshopped a picture of a chicken into that selfie. And so, yes, that's my favorite version of it.
Did anybody actually watch the Oscars?
No.
I think you're the only person that... Well, you
I
two,
did.
Chris and Mark, are the only people in this room with television. Like, cable subscription television.
I knew it was on. Does that count?
Roughly. Did you say you actually did watch it?
Yeah, I did, but like I was scheduled to work at the time, so it was on the TV in the background. So
Okay.
I got to peek at it every once and then between like helping customers out, and then when I got home I sat down with it, but I didn't have a lot of energy and attention dedicated towards it because
That's fair.
also it's good to watch those and like celebrate it when it comes around, but I think it's always funny how much they try to just like force your attention to like be on the Oscars, at this time of year.
And was it actually the Oscars, or was it the pre-Oscars, or the pre-Oscars, or the pre-Oscars?
Or the red carpet talk down that happens before all of those.
Yeah, the one where they're like, oh, well, this person's dress was awful, or whatever. It's
I
like...
find that so tacky.
It is. It's
that they
like
have shows based on
the
that.
dumbest use of human time. Well,
Mm.
I'm not going to say it's not...
Ooh.
I'm not going to go there.
There's a
but
lot of
it's
entrance to
it's
that
a pretty
category.
terrible use of human time. Because it's like, all these outfits are picked out by professional stylists. Their hair is professionally done. Their makeup is professionally done. And it's like, what are you complaining about?
Yeah, and then also just kind of making people feel bad for how they
Yes.
might have dressed, and it's just like that's not
It's
a productive thing to
No.
do for society, and it's not going to make anyone feel good.
No, but...
But humans like watching train wrecks, or at least having
Yeah.
people tell them about train wrecks.
But
Speaking of train
also-
wrecks, what have you seen on TV recently, Chris?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I hear that Trainwreck is occasionally a description that can be applied to that show. What do you think about it?
There was a train.
Do you actually like it?
Yeah,
Then I feel bad
It's
for
not
ragging on it
quite-
a little bit.
it's not like the movies for sure,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, there's some fun stuff in it. And I don't have any kind of baggage from Marvel Comics, so...
So you don't get any fan outrage over,
Yeah.
hey, cast this character
And I
wrong.
don't go in there expecting a great deal out of it, so I'm entertained by it.
That's fair.
It looks too much like Heroes, like from all the commercials and like the production design that I see, and I just can't help but feel like, oh, Heroes, you had me at the first season. The second season, you disappointed me so.
Semi-breaking news, did you hear they are rebooting Heroes?
Yes, it's all over Tumblr. And also Penny Arcade. Which is actually probably how I heard about it first.
Probably. I know that I watched Heroes when it came out-ish.
Oh, speaking of Heroes, but watching the new Star Trek movie, right after I had, like, marathon Heroes, I was like, Siler? What?
Now I want some chocolate. In the UK, Heroes is a brand of confection. Well, it's a mix
Seriously?
of confections, yeah.
Okay.
Is it like Cadbury or?
Yeah, there's like fun-size Mars bars and stuff like that. Although why they're called fun-size, I don't know. I mean, they're not fun.
They're not fun.
They're
Yeah,
like,
they're,
you know, like
No,
a foot long, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
they're teaser sized.
yes. Aperitif. Neat. Well, I think that's probably going to do it for this edition of the Captain Quail Vlogcast. You can find us online at CaptainQuail.com. You can follow us on Twitter at QuailComics. And we have a Facebook page, Facebook.com/QuailComics.
What about your Google Plus page?
Let's not talk about that.
I mean, technically it exists.
It exists.
Yeah, it exists, and
Do we
you
have a
can follow
MySpace
it.
page?
Don't tempt me.
Friendster.
Oh man, Friendster's gonna make a comeback, just you watch. The thing that bugs me, since now we're on this tangent about social networks, thanks Mark,
Hey, I just thought I would help you plug the accounts that you've set up.
is that a lot of social networks, Facebook as well as Google Plus, don't let you actually name your page until you've hit a certain number of subscribers or likes or +1s or whatever. So I literally, the only way that I could talk about the Captain Quail Google Plus page is to say, go to plus.google.com/this 30-digit string of numbers that represents our unique page identifier. And I wouldn't want to do that after watching a YouTube video, so I'm not expecting any of our viewers to want to do that. But along those lines, we have a YouTube page, if you haven't noticed that, and you should go check that out and subscribe to that as well. We're going to be doing these, hopefully, twice a week or so, and you'll get to hear amazing commentary like what's been provided tonight. It might even get better!
It might get better through the use of editing.
That's definitely the case. There was one other thing that I was going to mention. We are going to be at KrakenCon April 6th in Oakland, and we would love to see you there. And if you have any questions that you would like us to answer or poke fun at on this vlogcast, you can send them to captainquail@inkpebble.com. I'm going to let everybody sign off.
Or your Twitter.
I already mentioned the Twitter.
Yeah, but they can, like, @reply you on the Twitter.
That's true, they could.
Yeah.
And they could see some more of Allison's awesome art and her eternal struggle with layers.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to let everybody sign off, starting with Allison,
Goodbye, all.
Chris,
Thanks, folks.
Mark,
Cheers, guys.
and I'm Philip. Thanks for watching, and have a great night.